Hey, and welcome to Off the Dome Podcast. If this is your first time joining, my name is Britannia Alexis, and I'm the host of this lovely show. And in today's video, we are just going to be checking in, okay? This is a check-in video because I have not posted a video in about 4 weeks, and that is upsetting for me, okay? It is upsetting me and my homegirl because I promised that I was going to be consistent. I know y'all seen the video. And it's upsetting me and my homegirl. But no, honestly, it is upsetting because I said I was going to be consistent, but life happened, okay? Life happened. And instead of me making excuses for it, I just wanted to get back on here and just say, hey, I'm back, but listen, okay, life has been lifing. And it really hasn't been nothing major. It's really been silent. Like, I noticed that when you step away or take a break from something, I noticed that it doesn't have to always be this big fallout or just be dramatic, if that makes sense. It sometimes is silent. And for me, it was me sitting at the computer having all these ideas, but my mind just wasn't cooperating. And so I would have the notes, I would have the topics, I would just be ready, ready to get to filming. But it's like, I just couldn't show up. Like, I couldn't get myself to show up. So when I got to that point, I noticed that it is definitely time to take a break. And so that's what I did. So I didn't expect it to be a month, but I needed a break. And while I was on this break, while I was resting, I also was reflecting, and I was really just asking myself why I even wanted to do the podcast. Like, what is the reason? What is the reason? Like, why am I even, wanting to post weekly? And honestly, it's more of, me just fulfilling a long time goal that I've had, because I've always wanted to get into content creation and things like that, but just never really had the time to be consistent. So once I realized that I had a purpose and I'm not just doing this for fame or money or whatever, once that come, that'll be a good little bonus. But for right now, I'm just really working on getting myself out there. So I had to figure out why I even wanted to do the podcast. And honestly, I just really had to realize that giving myself grace was necessary. Like, you have to give yourself grace because, it's okay to step away from social media. It's okay to reflect, like I said, just reflect with yourself to even figure out why you're doing what you're doing. And that's really what I was doing. So, yeah, I mean, this was really gonna be a little short, sweet video. I just really wanted to check in, just to let you know, your girl is good. I'm fine, but it was a little break. But I did put some pointers that I wanted to say. The main two things that I learned also during this break is that being silent does that mean that you are failing, and that was a big thing that I had to overcome. I felt like if I wasn't recording something, if I wasn't promoting something, I was just wasting time. Like, girl, you could be doing something else. But you have to have those days where you just come home and do absolutely nothing. And I've done that way too long. So, it's time for me to get back into motion. So I noticed that that's the main thing, that silence does not make you a failure, and you don't need a crowd to be called, if that makes sense. Like, even if you have one person that's listening or watching your videos consistently, just think about that one person's life that you are impacting. That person can tell their friend about you. That friend can tell their cousin, and their cousin can tell their brother, and it can go a whole chain reaction. And I love that because word of mouth can definitely put you in rooms before you even get there. So this video was really for the people, like, if you were feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're just tired of starting over or whatever, listen, start over as many times as you need to. Okay, pick that camera up, that microphone, go outside, set that room up, whatever you need to do to get back into your goals. Do that, do that. And yeah, like I said, I just really wanted to check in and let you know that I am back, and I will be posting every Friday. Like, I am back. Like I said, I'm fine. Like I said, it hasn't been nothing like physical, mentally I'm okay. But like I said, it's just that blockage. I had that content blockage. It was like, you know, I can write down 1,000 things on the sticky notes, but it was like, okay, I have to do that. You know, I got this topic, but I have to talk about that. Like, I have this video idea, but I have to record that. It was just a lie. It was a lie. But now everything is clear. I'm back, and yeah, let's see what we get this thing going. Okay, because you see, I'm already, you know, making adjustments and things like that, because I like this. It makes me feel, you know, the microphone setup makes me feel at home, you know, more of, you know, on a chill, cozy vibe. But of course, when I start having my guests and things like that, I will be using, you know, more cameras, more microphones, you know. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't just chilling. I was definitely reflecting and making some changes to this podcast. So just be looking out, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Bye.